Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Mostert on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing is Smith. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. And now it's 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
13X.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Smith. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds, so we've got 3rd down.
That's a nice job by the defense, Kate, to actually use the 12th defender, and that is the sideline. That throw didn't give the receiver enough real estate to establish possession, and the defense understanding how to use the boundary.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Hey, here we go. Hold. Strike.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Las Vegas.
Smith's going to throw again. Escapes the pocket. Has a man on target to Thornton. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Jack's left.
Smith yet again. Buys time, rolling right. Now he takes it. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Right. Reload the shot. Hey, along. Tuesday. 53.
Smith almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Ours. Lion. Alert. Slow ball.
Smith to throw. It's 3rd and 1. Escapes out to the left. He's going to run for it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
And with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. Here comes the final play of our 1st half.
13. Hey, here we go. Hey. Good shot. Hey, it's a clip. Hey, trio left.
One final shot before the half. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a lead on the final play of the half. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Okay, ready?
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Check, smash. 70 line, go.
Third quarter's going to start with a run by Walker. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. Offense in a hurry up here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Hurt. Rig alert. Ready.
2nd down, Walker's going to get it again. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
First down from the 42.
Here we go.
They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skilled guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big one like that.
They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at him and go make a point.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
On 2nd down, a run with Charbonnet. Only can get his yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, they're going with Charbonnet. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Back to throw it. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First play is going to be again to Jency. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Raiders' ball, a chance at a win if they can hang on to this lead. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Hey, here we go, hey. 13 next, 13 next. Tuesday.
Smith setting the throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make when in reality, in this game in the 4th quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play, salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a 2-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Check 58. Check 59. Check 59. Cover.
He'll throw it. Vacates quickly left side. That's cut beyond the marker. And they're going to have this over the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Man, forget that was 4th down. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup on any play. That gets him a 1st down.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
One of the tight ends in motion left. Giving this to Jency. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders leading by 7. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Hey, we go. Hey, go flip her up. Hey, alone run.
Now Smith. Completed over the middle. They give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up 3rd and very short.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Hey, we go, Salon.
And off to Jency. their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be fourth now and less than a yard. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3.
It's fourth down.
As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Hey, here we go, hey. Finish it. Hey, it's a clip. 13X, 13X.
Here he is to throw. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Drive begins with a walker run. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
19-18.
He'll look to throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense.
And they got there in time. He's taken down. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Now to throw. He has the first over the middle. And the stop is made just a couple of yards shy in that end zone. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. Walker. Has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. The timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that first down. And this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Let's go now. Pack the 60. Pack the 60. Ready, right?
Setting up to pass. Buying some time left. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up.
Touchdown.
What a great moment to celebrate and possibly educate this rookie as well, Kate. That's just tremendous effort. He shows off the speed that he has. But they'll go look at those tablets. They'll figure out if there was somewhere to throw it. But he showed you right there when there's not. Well, this kid can run.
Here comes the crowd swell. The home fans trying to will their defense to make the stop and save this win.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Off the play fake, Milrow. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's going to run in for 2. Oh, they gambled the entire game on that call. And now they're in line for the win.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing
The
a
Raiders
return
take
there,
over
putting it
first and
out on the
10
back of the end
at
zone
their
for a
own
touchback.
35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
13 X. Middle. 49, flip it off, 49.
Here's Smith. That's complete to Bowers outright. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of 11. And a Raider
13
first
X.
down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st down, Smith to throw. It's intercepted. That will do it.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly,
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen and Jason Myers has us set to get started. And we are underway in the Pacific Northwest. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Goff going to open up with a throw. He's going to air one out right away. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta, and they give the Lions a first down.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Lions first down.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 47-yard line.
2 for 66. We go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown. Amon-Ra gives the Lions a first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Lions.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
We go tonight.
From the gun, it's Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at him. It's first and goal. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. He'll mark it at the 3. A little closer. Here's second and goal. Gibbs. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's so close to breaking the play, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against a wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
So, trying to make a statement on this opening drive. Gonna go for it on 4th and goal. And this will pay off. It is caught. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
1-yard gain brings up second.
So after one, 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. They're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Once again, it's Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's a
big play for Seattle. 38 yards.
So you find yourself on the verge of your drive stalling out. And not only do you pick up the first down, Mike, but you get a huge pass completion in the process. Really nice job keeping this opening drive of the game alive as they're really trying to start this game on a high note.
Ready. Shotgun run now with Walker. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
From the gun, it's Milroe. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down.
On the ball.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. That is brought in at the 10. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
Ready, break. Go, check. Go, check. Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Here's Walker. A short kick. Down to the center.
Perfect.
Now here's 2nd and goal.
7-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Check smash. Street.
One more time with Walker. And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. 3rd and goal coming up.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Ready. 60 Eagle. Big Lion. Go.
We'll go play action. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 4th and goal.
Let's go.
They're trying to answer that opening drive touchdown on the other side. So the offense stays out, and they go for it on 4th and goal. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This from 30 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's 7-3.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Off to throw on 1st down. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock. On 2nd down, gone. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, 2nd half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
70 Timberwolves.
They keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
It's 3rd
and after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On 3rd and 1, it's Milrow. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw it with Milrow. 10 yards on the scramble there. He picks up the first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Ready. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Let's go now. 18 cards.
Out of the gun, it's Milrow.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
They'll run the toss with Walker. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2.
Here we go. Shot. Shot.
Start of the 4th, and it's a run with Charbonnet. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. And I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
Viking 18.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Got it with Smith in Jigba. And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd.
Play action. It's Milrow. He's going to keep it himself.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
On 3rd and goal. Milrow. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
An 8-yard loss. It's 4th and goal.
Cougar 19.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here it is. 4th down and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Milrow. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Yeah, I don't think this coach has much of a choice. I think he had to go for it. A field goal doesn't help you a whole lot. They're trying to take the lead here late in the game. But what a stand by this defense coming through, keeping them out of the end zone.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Once again, it's Gibbs.
At the 17.
And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down. As that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down. Goff gives it to Gibbs. He's got room to the 45. 20. 15. And he will score. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Oh, good return as he takes it across the 30.
On the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10.
Let's go, Buffalo 18, Cowboy 80. Let's go.
To the air, it's Milrow. He's going to run it. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Let's go.
They have 2 timeouts, but not much time. Down 2 scores as we get to 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Now Milrow. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. Down on 2nd and long.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17. At the 37.
Now it's Milrow. Forced to his right. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
Now Milrow facing 3rd and long. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Again, working deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. So a win.
It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason. And it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. Cairo Santos set for the opening kick. And we're underway from Seattle. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Offensive line fast.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Shotgun now for Milrow. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Ready. Bronco 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Steady.
He'll air it out on 3rd. He rolls to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now.
Got it. Ready.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side.
Hawk 70. Hawks. Go.
Milrow to throw on 4th. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Walker on 1st down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
It's complete. Play made by Cup. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
10 at the 38-yard line.
On the ready.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
First down throw here from Milrow. It's his running back. They haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Milrow from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bears' 23-yard line.
From the gun, Milrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Rolling out to his left. That's the first down, and he's still going. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Josh Blackwell to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Williams starting with a pass here. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. The Seahawks with an early lead. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at 2nd and 4. Williams from the gun. Forced out to his right. He can run it. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Williams to throw on first. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a 29-yard gain. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it. The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
offense in the hurry up here.
13 yards on the play. That's another Bears.
Here's Williams again. Completed to his running back. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears finish off their opening drive. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'd be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. To the air, Milrow. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. That play good for 17 and a first down. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up in the 38. Walker now from the gun. Galloping inside the 40. Nice cut back to the right sideline. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks get some late points and the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. First and 10. Here's Williams. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's 16 yards on that play. And it'll be first down Bears. One play in, Brock, in this drive is already in enemy territory. First down, Williams to throw. On the move, hit it right. Brought in right side by Moore. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be first down Chicago.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Williams on first down. Completed over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. Again, it's Williams. Has some room to work. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
To the air yet again, Williams. From the pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up. The Bears going to use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Another chance at 6. It's second and goal. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal. Third and goal. It's Williams. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Hey, defensively, when you're staring down 3rd and goal, you just want to keep them out of the end zone. Just keep them to a field goal, right? Wrong. Not with this defense and not with their playmakers. They're thinking take it away, and they get the job done.
70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw it. Buying some time right. He's going to keep it this time. This one gets to the 22. Stopped by Grady Jarrett. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Looking to throw. Headed out right. That's completed right side. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And this one doesn't go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, running back in the flash.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, with some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
1st down, Williams. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Hits his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. He's back to throw. He's brought in by Burden. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st down throw by Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Romadudes, a touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Ben Johnson dialing it up. They're going to try for the two-point conversion.
The Bears will line up.
Williams trying to throw for it. And that catch in the end zone gives them the lead.
It's the score, Bears 15.
Well, that right there really changes the complexion of this game. They take the lead on the conversion rather than playing for the tie.
You could just see my head up here in this booth, right? It's just shaking. I mean, the old-timers are looking at some of these decisions the new school guys are making and just wondering aloud, what are you thinking? Well, what they're thinking is what some of the data is telling them to do. And what I love, Kate, it now really puts the pressure on that other side to respond.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey, come back, Cowboy 80. Steady.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
60 Bison.
This is Walker on 2nd. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard
Viking
line.
18. 60 Eagles. Ready, right?
From the red zone on 1st. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Three-quarters in the books from this one. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry.
Okay, break.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, Milrow. Brought in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 4th-quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So that brought an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
The Seahawks will line up for the two-point conversion.
No play action here. It's Milrow. Vacates quickly left side. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner. Netting them a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word, artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback, right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Williams. Throwing the out route complete. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Got a man. It's Colston Loveland. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
So it has some space inside the 35. He takes it down to the 33. They gain 11 on that play. And it'll be first down Bears.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
First down, and they go right back to it. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Williams from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Bears down by 7. Setting up to pass. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 16.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Here he is to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Running behind center with Swift. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bears cut it to a point late in this one. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust?
They're in field goal range, but it's intercepted. And he'll be taken down on the edge of his own end zone at the 2. Well, you told me this before, Brock. That decision, all about the math right there. 2-point lead doesn't do them much good. They wanted the field goal difference, but instead, the lead stays at 1.
Yeah, it's about math and it's about time because we're in the final frame of this game. Unless we go to overtime, and I don't think you and I would mind that too much. Now it's all about getting a stop here, and their defense has no margin for error. Got to keep them out of field goal range now.
And it looks like the Seahawks are able to recover that kick. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards on the
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Ready, set.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Running with Walker again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Trying to set this up quick.
brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
He'll throw it. Buying some time left. Making the call himself. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. Getting 25 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So it's a win for the Seahawks. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners, as we say so long from Seattle.
From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Seattle. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Here we go, Jack. Panther 60, Panther 60. Go, check, go, check.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, 44 yards. And the Seahawks need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Looking to put a drive together. Play fake. Shuck. To the right side, he's got Vele. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Second and 1 at the 32-yard line.
On play action, Shuck. He'll get that complete to Vele. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To the air again is Shuck. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
From the gun, Shuck. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Here's Walker. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal.
Ready.
At the Saints.
On play action, they'll throw. And here's in for a Seattle touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk the line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
At the 43-yard line.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Okay, ready? Let's go now.
Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. 72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Saints 31-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. How about that? Their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to add on to that lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Saints nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shuck now to throw. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw now, Shuck. Now he'll tuck this and run. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. And somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Shuck. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devon Vele, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
19 Tiger.
They'll set up a throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go now. Gravity Lions.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the offense.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
To throw is Shuck. He lets it go deep for Olave. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll try and start this drive in the air. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they've got it run across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Now Shuck. Little short pass here to Hill. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Throwing, Shuck. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Back to throw again. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
19. Check smash. Check.
Back to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is caught. Room past the 35. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 92 yards. And the Seahawks take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Panther Street, Panther Street.
They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the gun, Chuck. Little short pass here to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down, Chuck from the gun. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Chuck here on 4th down. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks.
One of the best-smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen, and Jason Myers has us set to get started. Off we go from Arrowhead. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Throwing is Mahomes. Forced out wide. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, 57. Yellow. Go, easy.
Mahomes now to throw again. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mahomes. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
And the Kansas City Chiefs, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
57.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
Another Kansas City Chiefs, first down.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Open man, right side, is Kelsey. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball, but let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
Yellow.
3rd and goal. Mahomes. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
He will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hurt. Right there, hurt. Come on. Hey.
The first carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
2nd and 9.
Cougar 19.
36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Milroe. Flipping Jigba left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 3-0 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this.
On the ready.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Shotgun run now with Walker. He'll get about 2. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Rig. Go street. Let's go. Ready.
Once again, it's Walker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
It is 3rd and 10.
After 11. Get it. 60 boxes. 60 boxes.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This one from 54 yards out. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Okay, break. Go.
He'll try and throw for it with Milroe. That's taken in, and he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Milrow. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
It is third and long. Here's Milrow to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquil. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again. And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. In this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup at 5, but it will keep the drive going.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's complete to Rice. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
A throw right side is intercepted. So they're going to have it here. Get it at their own 37-yard line.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
6 the Eagles! 6 the Eagles! Mustang 19!
Milrow. Slant. Smith and Jigba has it. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Just one score, one lone field goal. All these two teams could muster in half number 1. What awaits us here in the second half? Shaheed now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready, set!
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready! Set, hurt! Ready,
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Now it's Milrow. That's complete. It's Jackson Smith-Njigba. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Milrow. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll indeed go for it with Milrow. Got it with Smith-Njigba. And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down.
Cowboy 80.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
19 Cardinal, 8 Cougar 19.
Now Milrow. Open, left side is Barner. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
First down.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line.
It's a gain of 37.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 37 yards.
First and goal.
No touchdowns for either side. Maybe we'll get our first here. It's 1st and goal. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. Walker. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Chris Jones on the stop. A loss of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They go play action now with Milrow. And he's going to be swallowed up. Taken down. Sacked. Back at the 5. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Ready, break! Ready! Panther 60, Panther 60! Rig alert, rig alert!
They'll run with Walker. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up 4th down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Nico Remigio to bring it back. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
A first down throw for Mahomes. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, 57, 57.
That's good.
On first down, it's Mahomes. Open man downfield, it's Rice. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 27
yards. A gain there of 27 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
43.
On first and 10, it's Mahomes. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go. First and goal.
Yellow.
Here's Pacheco to the 5-yard line. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Yellow.
One more time with Pacheco. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
A massive play here. Late, tie game, third down. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs take a 10-3 lead.
Chiefs 10. Seahawks 3.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Shaheed now to return it. Ooh. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This is first and 10.
Get it. 60 Vices, 60 Vices. 19 White.
They'll drop to throw. Thrust to his right. Now he takes off.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
From the gun, it's Milroe. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Milroe throwing on second down. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Steady.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick 6 for touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way, a back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Milroe. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On second down, here's Milroe. This one into the hands of Smith and Jigba. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Now Seattle will use the final timeout, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. On first down, it's Milroe. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. The rookie from Alabama on target there. It is a first down. Here's first down. Throwing again, it's Milroe. That's to the end zone. Runs incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for, and like